What's up? This is Emma Willmann for StageBuddy.com, and I'm here with my friend, comedian, personality, and star of MTV's Guy Code and Girl Code, Chris Distefano. What's your background, and how did you get into doing stand-up comedy?
I just did stand-up comedy one night at open mic at the Maui Taco. It was a good way to start. It was like no pressure, because like, what am I gonna, if I'm not funny, it's like, who cares? Like, I'm in a taco restaurant. Right. It doesn't fucking matter. And then when I left the Maui Taco, I started to feel this intense pressure.
What was the pressure that you felt? Was it something you put on yourself?
I think it was the pressure of wanting to make the whole room like me. Also, it's impossible for everyone to like you. Just do it for you. Do what you think is funny, especially number one, what you think is original. That's why I'm so autobiographical in my act, and I try to only talk about something that truly happened to me. Yes, I'll embellish it. Like, I talk about my dad a lot. People are like, I want to meet your dad. Well, the comedy dad doesn't exist. That's an embellish, but the stories that I'm telling really did happen, and then I take it into like the world inside my head. Do
you think that you got a boost of confidence from being on shows like Girl Code and Guy Code?
Well, it's interesting because being on Girl Code and Guy Code didn't help me at all with stand-up. In the stand-up community, it's not like being on a late show. Like, I'm not validated as a comedian. But then when I did the late show with David Letterman, then I felt completely validated by the community. And then John Travolta was the other guest, so that was fucking nuts.
Did you meet him?
I absolutely met John Travolta. He's like a big guy in person, and like...
Big, like, body mass or personality?
Just got like a big head and face.
Really? Did he say anything to you?
Yeah, he was like, you have on a beautiful suit. Are you nervous? I was like, well, now I am. What the hell was that, John? Because the scariest part about Letterman is basically what happens is the tech guy says, okay, you're not gonna be able to hear Letterman call your name. So he said, so when I push you on the back, that's when you go. So now you're just waiting. I'm like, was that the, exactly, because like, there was times where like, he was close to me and I was like, was that the push? What do I do? What do I do? It's like being pushed out of like an airplane skydiving. And then I finally got the big jolt. It really was over before I knew it. And I didn't even it was like an out of body experience. I don't remember being there.
Now, if you had any advice that you could give yourself when you were just starting out,
I would tell myself now to not worry about what people think of you and not try to please everyone, because it's never going to happen. If everybody loves you, then maybe it's too easy. Is
there anything that you think people would be surprised to know about you, and then also Carly, like, that they wouldn't see on Guy Code, where they'd be like, those two do that, or they like that singer, or something like that?
You know what people are usually amazed by Carly? Because she has like that edgy look, like red hair and tattoos. They're always amazed that she's never done drugs. I'll even be honest, like when I first started dating, I was like, oh, she's probably gonna tell, like she was like, I have to tell you something once. And I was like, what? And I thought it was gonna be I'm fighting a drug addiction, but it was that like she clogged the toilet, right. And she was embarrassed about it, and I was like, well, just you take big shits. Good for you.
Thank you for doing the interview. I'm Emma Willmann. Where can people find you online?
Facebook, Chris Distefano, Distefano. That's how you spell the last name.
D-I-S.
People say D-E-S.
I've always said that.
Yeah, a lot of people pronounce it Distefano. It's actually Distefano. But because I always wanted people to like me, I would say, oh, don't worry about it. But now I say, oh, it's actually Distefano. I don't care if you don't like me.
That's progress.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so Chris Distefano signing out. Thank you, guys.